How do people afford to have so many kids in modern times? My brother and sister-in-law have 2 kids and she's a stay-at-home mom. My brother definitely makes very solid money, however they also don't actively pay for daycare, so that's huge. They don't take big vacations a lot, and they do a lot of cooking at home. Sister-in-law shops with coupons and they buy stuff, like toys and clothes, for the kids secondhand since oftentimes little kids grow so fast that clothing is barely worn before it's too small. All that stuff adds up to money saved. So it's definitely possible, but it takes effort and sacrifice. Getting pregnant is free. A lot of folks don't think twice about it. Culturally, for some people it's a given. From there, it depends on your definition of afford. My sister is about to have her 5th. She can't afford it. Edit: my sister isn't religious, just stupid. A lot of times, they don't. The Duggars were barely feeding their family before they got the show on TLC and became famous. Pretty sure a lot of people are living on credit and borrowed time. My brother is the single-income household W4 kids. He mentions often he's worth more to them dead 'cause life insurance lol. It's not about affording it. They just knock each other up and figure it out later. Who says they can afford it? A lot of those that willingly have that many children are either rich or simply irresponsible and living in poverty. The real price is often the permanent loss of earning potential for the woman who stays at home because of how expensive professional childcare is. But it's invisible, so it's not treated as a cost. Most families have social support networks where extended family members, friends, and community networks often provide invaluable support to families with their children. The support can include, but usually not limited to, childcare assistance, emotional support, and shared resources, making it easier for parents to manage larger families without too much financial and emotional burnouts. A woman I know just had a baby and had to move back with her parents because it's too expensive. I don't understand why people have kids they can't afford. Cost of children scales oddly. The 4th is a fucking nightmare financially in my experience. We needed a new house and car. I mean, it's not difficult to afford kids technically speaking. It's just a matter of what minimum quality of life you're looking for. And where you live. Most of the time when you hear people say they can't afford something, they are saying I can't afford that given the current restrictions I'm imposing on myself for my lifestyle choices. People have extremely high variances in what they consider livable. They may, in fact, be rich, or they live in very affordable places, or they have strategies that make child rearing cheaper, such as using family members as caregivers rather than paying for daycare, or only shopping at Costco and making inexpensive meals, etc. Guys, the average US family is like 3-4 people. Nobody is having 48 kids regularly, and if they do, you hear about it because it's an exception, not a rule. As a family of 6, I know how much my parents spend on 4 kids just for food. Raising kids today is expensive. A McDonald's meal is no longer cheap either. A family member has 10. No idea how they manage, but they do. There is always a small panic when they want to visit. There are just way too many factors. I can easily have 45 kids where I live currently but 12 somewhere else. Location being just one factor. Your ability to budget, hobbies, debt, healthcare needs, family and friend support, etc., etc., etc. all factor in. Even a person's commute factors in if that means they have a car payment, high insurance and a big gas budget versus someone who can work from home or has no car payment. My SIL hasn't bought a single item of clothing for her kids because she gets all our hand-me-downs. Someone who uses cloth diapers will have much lower costs than disposable diapers, etc. My life post-kids has been cheaper than my pre-kid days. Having a social life where people go out is expensive AF compared to just chilling with other parent friends.